Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a travesty getting dirty in the Neverwinter Nights 2 Toolset. Alright, next issue we ran across. It's just a minor issue, but it's still an issue nonetheless. So we've been coming across these strange doors that are pure black, like they're tinted completely black. And there's also some placeables. I think there's an armoire too that we ran into that is tinted completely black, and we're going to investigate that next. So I am in the Poe intro module, and we are in the Beggar's Nest area. This is where we first started seeing all this stuff. Let's go over, let's see, we were at Hemlock's place. This is Hemlock's place right here. As you can see, yes, the door is completely black, and there was another door down this street that we found that was completely black. This one is completely black. And then there was Senis's shop door was completely black. This one here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm guessing there's probably more doors like this, not only in this area, but all other areas as well as possibly even other modules. So we're going to take a closer look at these. There's a lot of doors in this area, so I'm going to show you a little tip here, how we can easily find these doors. If you come over to your terrain tab, and then make sure you're clicked on the terrain button, and then come down here to brushes, and then there's one called color. Click that one, and then down here you're going to see the color palette. Just click on that, and let's make it some color that you're going to be easily seen. And we're just going to check this red one. That should be a nice little color right there. And we're just going to spray paint the ground right here, right there by that door. That's going to identify us, easily identify, okay, this is one of the doors we're going to deal with. Don't worry, we're not going to save the area, so this isn't going to show up. Let's go back to this other one, and let's spray paint the ground right there. And let's spray paint the ground right there. Those are the three doors that we know of. Now, come up here to where it says Show Hide. Click that, and then click on Hide All. So it's not showing anything, so it's only showing the ground with its textures on it, nothing else. Now the next thing we want to do, come back up in here into Show Hide and just click on Doors. So now it's only showing the doors. Now we can easily see if these doors are black or not. So kind of zoom in a little bit and pan around, and let's see if we can find any more possibly. Oh, is that one? No, that's one. You can see the textures on that one. And let's look around. Oh, here's one. That's got to be one. Yep, let's spray paint that so we know where it is. That is black, right? Let's take a closer look. Yeah, that's stone cold black right there. That one's not. And let's keep looking. There's one that's possibly complete black. Yes, it looks like it is. Let's spray paint the ground so we can find it. And that's probably it. Yep, so we got 5 doors, and to get out of that, just click up here to select object so you don't paint in anything. Oh, something else, while we're in this same subject here, let's say you made a mistake and you tinted the ground with some color you don't want. If you want to erase it, just change the color to pure white, and then spray paint right over it, and it'll get rid of it, just like that. Pretty simple. Alright, let's go back to red and repaint that. Okay, and so we know we got that door right there. And then just hit this select objects ones to get out of it. Alright, so now let's take a look. Let's look at Hemlock's door first. Let's see, why are these doors the only ones that are black and these other ones aren't. So first thing I want to take a look at, I don't see anything offhand that's like completely crazy, although I do see the tint is completely black. Just for the hell of it, let's check something. If I change this to white, yep, that's what's going on. It's definitely a tinting issue. If I change this one to white, yep, that's what it is. Now the next thing I want to look at, down here there's a property called Template. And you can see this one's Estate 01. So let's highlight that, and I'm going to use Control C to copy that. Now let's come over here to Blueprints. Where is it? Right here. Click on Blueprints. And what I'm going to do, let's clear this out of here. These are all the door blueprints in the game. And yeah, I'm going to search by tag, and let's paste that blueprint right into this and then enter. There we go. That is the door with that tag. As you can see, that's what a normal estate door looks like. Now let's compare these two. This is a normal estate door. That one has got his black tinting, but this is probably an untintable door. Let's see if we can change this. Yeah, because if this is all black, we should have been seeing a black door here, but it's not. So let's see if we can possibly change it to a red color. Something noticeable. Yeah, it's not. This is an untintable door. So he used... What's going on here is he obviously used this door as a base template and he changed something on it. Let's come back to this door here. Let's take a look at something. Alright, so what else is different compared to these doors? Something I can see besides the tag is the appearance has changed. Look at this base door right here. The base appearance is 112784. If you look at this one, it's 180784. So he changed the appearance on this one. So what he did is, I'll show you what he did. He used a base door right here, the estate door, and he changed it to 180784. Let's do the same thing over here. 180. Well, we might have to use a drop down. Yeah, these are all the different types of door appearances right here. Let's see if we can find that one. 180784. Yeah, he chooses this one. Watch, I bet it'll change to the same appearance as that door. Yeah, let's get the tint off of it. Yeah, that's a tintable appearance. That's why he changed it. Maybe he wanted to change it to a different color or something, or maybe he was experimenting with it or something like that. So if we change all these to black now, yeah, you can see it's a completely black door because of that appearance that he chose. So if we change it all to white, it should look exactly the same as the other door we currently have. Yep. Yeah, this color too, this one probably is not mapped on this door. It's not doing anything, but yeah, you can see now they're exactly the same. Yeah, so that's what he did. So now, let's compare something. Let's change the tint back to black. Is there something else I want to check? Yeah, because the reason it changed black too probably is because in a default door, like probably this one, as you can see, this is an untintable door back here. They all have already a black tint, but you can't tint them. So when you have a tint model on it, it's going to default to that black. That's probably another thing that possibly happened. Okay, anyways, let's check these other doors. Are these other ones the same? 112889. Yeah, that's a different appearance he's using on that door. Let's check these other ones. This one's 112889 and this one's 112889. So we know these three are using the same appearance. What about this one that was over here? 180543. That is different from this one, right? Yeah, 180784. Okay, so yeah, those three different models have different tints on them, it looks like. Or he's using different appearances, but they all have a tint map on them. So, something we can do to find out what kind of model they're actually using. Let's go into, if you have the PowerBar, go up to your 2DA drop-down right here. Click Open. And we're going to look for a 2DA file. 2DA files are called two-dimensional arrays, and what they are is they're essentially just spreadsheets that the Neverwinter Nights 2 uses to pull information from. And what we're going to do is find a 2DA file that is specific to doors. All placeables have an ID in these 2DA files, I guess is the best way to say it. And there's a door 2DA specifically for all these door appearances. So let's just do a filter for a door. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. Door types. That's the 2DA file that has all these door types on it. There's quite a few. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go over to this door and I'm going to search for this appearance right here. So I'm going to double click on this so I can highlight it, and then I'm going to hit Control C so I can copy it. Now I'm going to come over to door types and I'm going to hit Control F to bring up a search screen, and then I'm going to paste that ID in here. Let's see if we can find that ID. Yep, there it is right there. Is there another one by chance? No, there's only one. So this ID 180784 is assigned to this model name right here. Looks like standard interior 04. Now let's go back to the door blueprints and let's see if we can find that one. Actually, what I want to do, let's double click that and hit Control C to copy it, and then we're going to come back here to blueprints, go into doors again, and then we're going to paste that in there, and let's see if we can bring that one up. Alright, now, yep, this is the same door as this one. Now this is the one we changed, and if we go back to this and we change this all to white again, it should look exactly the same as that door, and we already know it will. Yeah, let's just go to white. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm not entirely sure why he did it like that. He could have just used this blueprint instead of using a base and state door and then changing the appearance, unless he was experimenting with it or something like that. Or possibly he copy and pasted these doors and just reused them and just changed things on them or something like that. That is curious. Well, something we can do to fix all these is obviously we can go to every one of these doors and just click through the tint and change them all to white, but that might be a long process. I'm thinking we should probably just remove the model just for the hell of it. Let's take a look at something else. Let's go back to this 2DA again. Let's click that and make sure I still have it on my clipboard, and let's go into the Path of Evil campaign folder. And Path of Evil uses a lot of custom models, so, and all those models are pretty much all tintable. That's probably why he's using them. But let's take a look in his models folder and see if we can find that particular model. Let's paste that in here. Yep, he does have it. There's a model in here for standard 4. Yeah, as you can see, these are all the models. There is, it looks like 14,000 of them. That is a lot of models. So let's take another look at these other ones. These other ones had different appearances, so let's take a quick look. This one was 112889. Let's copy that one and let's look in the door types for this one. Let's do another search window and let's paste this one in here. Let's find it. Yep, there it is, 112889, and that one is, yeah, standard interior door 01. Now let's come back to here and let's see if this one is also in here. This is 01. Yep, it is there. And let's go back over here, and then there was this door that had another appearance that was different. 180543. Let's copy that one and let's see if we can find that one. Yep, it's right there, and it's standard 2. And let's copy that and let's verify that that one does exist too. Alright, let's just put a 2 in here. Yep, it sure does. Alright, something we can possibly do is we can disable these models. That's probably going to be the easiest way. There's only 3 models right now that we know of that are showing up black. So let's do this. Let's right click on this and we're going to click rename, and we're going to add a new extension to it which will essentially disable it. So we're going to do .back, B-A-K. That'll disable that one, and then we're going to do the same thing to model 1, which was that one. Right click on it, hit rename, and then we're going to add .back. That'll disable that one, and the other one was model 4. Yeah, let's do that one. Right click on it and rename .back. Alright, now let's check something else. Let's just look for standard interior doors. Yeah, as you can see, there's also a standard interior door 3 and 5. I'm guessing those two models are going to be the same with the issue of them being all black, but I'm not going to change them just yet. If we run into those types of doors maybe in the future or in other modules, we can come back in here probably and just change and disable these as well. Yeah. Also, you could essentially delete these files too if you wanted to, but I don't really want to do that in case we screw something up. I can just come back in here, rename it, and get rid of the .back part, and we can use them again. All right, so let's get out of here, and now we don't need this door types anymore. We can close out of that. All right, now let's reactivate everything again, and let's close out light spheres and sounds. Okay, so now if I reload this area, those doors should be fixed. So let's close out, and we're not going to save. And now let's reopen the nest area. It might take a little bit to reopen this. And once we get this sorted out, we still have to sort out the armoire placeables that were also pure black. Alright, there we go, and it's now loaded up. Now let's take a look. Yep, as you can see, the door is no longer black. That's Hemlock's door right there. And if we go down the street, there was this other door over here. Yep, it's no longer pure black. And now we can go to Senis's shop. There it is, it's no longer pure black. Looking good. And let's see, there was a door over here somewhere, and I believe it was this one. Yeah, that one's no longer pure black. And then there was a door over here, which was this one, no longer pure black. Alright. That looks a lot better like that, don't you think? Yeah, those pure black doors, they just looked kind of odd. So let's leave them like that. So that is fixed. So now, let's get out of here. And the area I know of that we saw one of those pure black armoires was in this adventurers area. I already looked at this one, so let's bring this area up right here. And where is it? It's right there. There's a couple areas that have this. Yeah, that armoire is definitely all pure black. As you can see, it's tinted, so let's check it just to make sure this is a tinting issue. Let's set it to white so we can actually see the color. Yeah, as you can see, it changed the whole thing. Now let's check these other channels and see if it changes anything else. Yeah, that color 2 one doesn't seem to change anything, but color 3 probably should. Let's change that to white. Oh, it might have been the door handles. Let's change it to red. It might show up a little bit better as to see what it's doing. Yeah, it's the little doorknobs right there. Okay, and let's take a closer look at channel 2 here. Let's change it to green so we can see where it might be tinting. Okay, yeah, that color is the borders of the doors and the drawers. As you can see, there's a green tint right there. So that's what that channel is for. Let's rotate this thing. Yeah, there's some handy buttons up here you can use to manipulate these things. And sometimes lighting will kind of screw up these colors too. So if you got a light that might be affecting something, just maybe you can either get rid of it or you can move it around and see. As you can see how it kind of creates shadows and stuff like that. Or something else we could do too is we come up here. There's a day-night button up here. Change everything to daytime. It might. No, that's not going to do anything. Sometimes that does. It'll make the area a little bit brighter. Something else we could possibly do is there's a button over here called Has Directional Light. If you change that to true, yeah, it'll make it a little bit brighter for you so you can see things. But just keep in mind, anything you change over here, just be careful. If you save this area when you close out, it's going to keep that on. We don't want to keep that on because the modder wanted to keep that off because he likes the dark areas. And I agree with him. It keeps the areas dark. So, but yeah, so, and let's see how, yeah, we can yeah, you can rotate it also by, if you hold down the shift button and then hold down your right mouse button and to move it left or right, you can slowly rotate that object too. Alright, so this is the way it's supposed to look without the black tint map on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up 2DAs again. And by the way, if you don't have the PowerBar, the way you can open up these 2DAs, if you come over here to View, there's a drop down for 2DA files over here. Now, we're not dealing with doors this time. This time we're dealing with placeables. So let's just do a sort for placeables. And yeah, there it is right there. Placeables is what we're looking for. And then OK. Now this one is pretty damn big and it's going to take a while to upload. So I'll see you in a moment. OK, here we are in the placeables 2DA. Yeah, this is a huge file. There's a ton of placeables in it because he's using a merged 2DA that merges all kinds of custom placeables into it, so it's making it really big. So let's go back over here and let's take a closer look at this, and let's change the colors again so we can make it a little bit more obvious what we're dealing with. Let's change one of these colors to blue or something like that so we know if we're fixing things or not. Alright, he's using this appearance up here, armoire. Just for the hell of it, let's see if there is another template for this. Let's see, it's Army 03. Let's copy that and let's take a look at something. I'm suspecting that this is probably the same placeable as the one that's defaulted in here. Let's go to placeables, go to tag. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Go to blueprints. Let's get rid of this, put this in there now, and let's go to that. Let's go to tags and paste that in there, and let's see. Alright, there is a couple different placeables in here, but this one's a different resref. So if I click this one, yeah, this one is the tinted one. As you can see, it's all black. Alright, yeah, that other one is obviously not going to be it because it's a different resref. As you can see, it's 030, where the one we're dealing with is 03. So let's do this then. Just for the hell of it, let's make a search for that template. Yeah, the Army 03 in the placeables. Let's go to a search window and let's paste the Army 03, and yes, that does exist in here. Let's see if there's any other ones that use that same model though. Okay, it's the same one. It's this armoire one. That's a skeleton. So this thing actually has multiple pieces to it. Let's hit next again. Yeah, as you can see, model name Army 03, and then it's got a skeleton Army 03. Okay, we might be able to search for that model just by that name. So let's go into the Path of Evil folder again. Let's go into resources and go into his models. And now let's see if that model is in here. Yes, he's got multiple pieces of it. So, yeah, when you see this, you see Army 03, and then you see 01, 02, 03. These are like pieces of that same one. So this one, like, this might be a door, this might be a drawer, this might be a surface piece or something like that. So here's what we're going to do. Let's rename this one to .back. Just this one. I got a feeling it's only going to make partly, yeah, only partial fixed. So let's just change that one. And let's come back in here. Now we're going to close out of this and we're going to reload this area. We're not going to save. So let's bring it back up. And now let's take a look at that armoire and see what is different. Yep, as you can see, now the doors are still black, but now the outline is fixed. So we need to change those other three pieces too. Let's turn on directional light. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the back is fixed, the top is fixed, the sides are fixed, and the bottom drawer is fixed. Alright, now let's see, let's go back into here and let's do these one at a time. I'm curious to see which one these are for. So let's rename this one to .back so we can disable it. Now let's go back into here and then let's reload this area. And let's see what's changed now. Okay, now that one was only affecting the left-hand door. Yep. So one of them is for the right-hand door, and that other one I'm not entirely sure what it would be for. Maybe, possibly the doorknobs. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's go back over here. Now let's change the second one to dot back and to disable it. And now let's reload it. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, that's the right-hand door. I don't see anything else that's black in here, do you? I wonder what that third one is for. Let's turn the lighting on and see if we can see anything. Possibly the doorknobs? Let's rotate it and see if there might be something underneath, maybe? No, it looks like the foot pegs are alright. I don't see anything else black on it. Oh, maybe down here there's like a little black border down here. Maybe that's what it's for. Well, let's find out. Let's go over here and let's disable this one. Come on. Dot back. Alright, let's reload her. Let's see if there's anything different now. Let's see. Let's get some light on in here. I wonder what... I really don't see a difference. Unless it was these borders around the door, because it looks kind of brighter almost. It almost looks a little bit brighter. Maybe there was some other tint map or something that was on these edges. See how it kind of looks more white? But anyways, that's how we're going to fix that black tinting issue, and that's probably the fastest way. If besides going in here and then changing every one of these placeables to white, that's probably the fastest way, because I'm willing to bet this same object is used in multiple places throughout Path of Evil. So you would be going here searching through every one of these, and that's way too much work. So we should be good to go now. Well, we shouldn't see any of those, at least these types of objects with a black tint. There might be some more that we haven't noticed. If we run into them again, we'll just come back in here and do the same thing we did here and just find that particular model and just disable it for those items right there. Alright, I think that's about it. Thanks guys for watching these videos with me. I hope they're informative. I know I probably don't explain some of this very well, and I'll probably end up confusing most people, because I'm not a very good communicator, I don't think. But there is a lot of stuff in the tool set to learn, and there's a huge learning curve. It took me a while to figure this out, but once you figure it out, it's actually pretty fun. I enjoy playing around with all this stuff. Okay guys, thanks for watching.